Morning. We are looking forward to getting the state's budget enacted today. During this special session, we will enact a 2-year budget for the state of Minnesota that has really strong funding for our schools and secures the health care for more than 1 million Minnesotans. We are definitely disappointed about some of the things that didn't make it into the final deal. We were really clear on our priorities at the beginning of the session, but there's a lot of incredible work that's embodied in these budget bills, and we're very proud of the work that we've done for the people of Minnesota.
This year, the House DFL caucus has led the way in pointing the way in the future on family economic security, affordable, accessible health care, a world-class education system, safe and supportive communities, and the work that we started this year with I think the biggest, most ambitious and far-reaching agenda that passed off the House floor this year is what we're using to mark out the future. And so while we know that in divided government, the status quo is the default, we feel like we've made some progress this year, and we have marked out where we want to go in the future. And we believe that next session and the next 2 years and 4 years, we have an opportunity to make tremendous progress for Minnesotans, and we are not going to stop until we do it.
Just one last thing. I think it's the most important thing for political leaders is to set out a vision and to show people where we intend to take the state. And while you might not be able to accomplish the vision right away, over time, I think we'll be able to make incredible progress, and we're very happy with the steps that we're making today towards our vision for Minnesota.
How do you proceed if you don't have Republican votes to suspend the rules?
Well, the special session would be 3 days long in order to accommodate the minority if they choose not to vote to suspend the rules. It is a typical courtesy of the minority to vote to suspend the rules in a special session to allow the bills to be taken up in a timely fashion. I think we all share the goal of enacting a budget for the state of Minnesota.
Which 3 days?
We're going to keep going until we're done. The people of the state of Minnesota deserve a budget. We have a constitutional obligation to have completed that work on May 20th. We're in overtime. If you haven't seen Dan Wolgamott's video on that, it is the best explanation of where we are in the process. We're just in overtime, and we need to finish up that overtime and get a win for the people of Minnesota. So the 3 legislative days would be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, yes.
In your 2 combined experience, has there ever been a special session where the minority leaders did not sign the agreement of the framework?
Well, I think the minority leader's presence on the framework is usually not there. It was under Mark Dayton because he had a Republican House and a Republican Senate, and Senator Bach and I in our minority leader roles were his allies in the state legislature, so that made a lot of sense. But I don't recall, since I was elected in 2004, a time when the minority has refused to suspend the rules to take up the budget bills.
I would just also add that we got a budget agreement before the end of the regular session, and we have been moving as swiftly as we possibly can to get a final budget put in place. And so we need to get this started, and we will continue to have discussions with Republicans to see if we can move quickly and get it done today. And if not, it takes 3 days. But we are moving as fast as we possibly can to get this work done.
And a couple days ago, you referred to this as a status quo outcome, and you've pivoted already toward 2020. Is that are we going to hear a lot of that? Are you going to be saying that a lot got left on the floor?
Well, we came in wanting to have paid family and medical leave for all Minnesotans. We wanted to have a Minnesota Care buy-in so people could have affordable health insurance all over the state. We wanted to address gun violence prevention. We had a goal of creating safe and supportive schools for all kids. The work that we have to do is significant. We have serious generational challenges ahead of us. And in divided government, I think the fact that we actually were able to get a budget put together close to on time and serve the basic needs of the people of Minnesota is a good first step, but there's so much more to do.
Leader Dowd has said that this could take 5 days in order to allow for his members to have their say. Isn't that more realistic than 3 days?
Well, over the last 48 hours, I have sent copies of all of the bills to all of the Republican members and Democratic members of the House of Representatives. If you look at the history of the 2015 and 2017 budget periods and when people got the bills and when they had to vote on them, I think we are probably 10 times as long of notice, at least, on all of the bills, except for HHS, which is always the last piece of the puzzle to come into place. I take my obligation as the Speaker of the House not the Speaker of the DFL House, very seriously. Purple on the first day, purple on the last day. And I have bent over backwards to try to make sure that the minority has as much notice as they possibly can of all the content of all of the bills. This is why for every single bill it has been posted, the summaries have been posted, the spreadsheets have been posted, most of them for 2 days. We have had public hearings on the conference committee reports, all of them, except for HHS, which we will have as soon as the bill language is completed. And we will have a bill hearing, we will have a discussion on bonding. So this is really a process to try to drive the legislature towards more transparency, and I've worked very hard to give Republicans absolutely as much notice as they could possibly have of the content of all of the bills.
Why was Senator Box advised to reject it? He suggested that you should just put this on pause, let people read the bills, and start after that. Why not do that?
I think what's difficult about being the Speaker of the House and the Senate Majority Leader is that burden of meeting the constitutional obligation and really putting the interests of the people of Minnesota first. And they deserve a budget absolutely as soon as possible, that we ensure that there's a continuation of funding for state government. And we have an obligation as state legislators to do that as fast as possible. You always see the end of the session as a pretty crazy, frenzied time with a lot of work getting done. But all of these bills passed off the floors of the House and the Senate, went to conference on May 1st. We're in conference for a full 20 days. And so this process has been actually much more transparent than 2015 or 2017.
Are you concerned about
Fundraising call from the DCCC.
Are you concerned about any errors or omissions in the bills?
No, that's probably one of the best things about the more time that we've had the bills posted than in previous sessions. You know, in previous sessions, the bills have been posted and then voted on almost immediately, but these bills have been out there for 2 days in most cases, and so all the technical corrections that need to be made, the errors, are being corrected by the revisers before they're passed.
Emergency Insulin bill back into that conference?
No, you know, at a certain point, we ran out of time to fight anymore on the issues we care about. There's a lot of things we care deeply about that we fought until the very last minute. Driver's licenses for all, the sexual harassment standard, and this insulin provision was the very last thing that we fought with the Republicans for, and we were unable to achieve that this year. I'm hopeful we might be able to do it next year.